6 of the worst female killers are going to jail for life. What's more exciting than seeing the bad guy get what he deserves? Princess Diana, I Love You Joy Diana, was charged with planning to kill her husband Greg and that she did try to kill him. M.A. Mulvihill, even Lovejoy, and Greg met on a dating site in 2005. 2 years after that, they got married, but it didn't last. Diana lost 8 pregnancies over the course of 5 years. Finally, in 2012, they had a son. Diana, on the other hand, asked for a divorce in July 2014 and said that her husband had abused her and her son sexually. The family court could not find any proof to back up Diana's claims, and in the summer of 2 years, 2016, after a long custody fight, Greg was finally given joint custody of their son. She paid $120,000 too, and that was that. But after a month, Greg would be fighting for his life instead of getting divorced. I called 911 on September 1, 2016 to say that my friend Greg had been shot. He said that around 11 p.m., a private investigator had led them there. Police went after Diana, Greg's soon-to-be ex-wife, because they knew she had a reason to want him dead. A family friend told the police that Diana had asked them to help her find someone who could kill Greg. She finally met gun teacher Weldon McDavitt at the range and went to see him. At the crime scene, a towel was found. The gun and the fake phone that Greg had used to call were found after matching his DNA. Diana was linked to the murder attempt, which was actually a shooting attempt because Greg was still alive, thanks to security video of her getting the burner from Best Buy. Diana had given Weldon $2,000 for a job well done, but she didn't know that their pleas of not guilty to trying to kill someone were still going on. The jury didn't believe Weldon's defense, even though it was simple. They were discovered guilty. Diana was surprised when her lawyer didn't offer any help. She slowly passed out before being put down. After that, she was taken outside on a bed. They both got life in prison for the second time. What the Shelby Isaac? You won't believe why Shelby Isaac, who was 19 at the time, killed a guy and his pregnant wife. Diana Lovejoy isn't a very smart criminal. Isaac was accused of killing someone. On January 22, 2016, there was a shooting outside of the Tennessee Sycamore Lake Apartments on Raleigh Lagrange Road. Police were called. They arrived to find Eddie Tate's dead body on the ground, having been shot several times. At the scene, they said he was dead. His lover, Edwina Thomas, was taken to the hospital right away, but she died there. She was between 6 and 8 weeks along. Edgar Tate. Part-time, he sold hair weaves at Virgin Hair for Us, which was his mom's business. He sold them most of the time from his car and got paid in cash. Investigators quickly found Victoria thanks to comments from witnesses. At first, Victoria said that her friend Shelby Isaac wasn't the shot. Vicky told Shelby the next day that she and Eddie had bought a $250 weave at McDonald's. She set up another meeting the next day to buy 3 more wigs. Eddie that she wanted a refund, but the gun she was holding said she didn't. Shelby shot at Eddie's car when he pulled up to the flats with Shelby, who was dating Eddie. When Shelby saw Eddie bleeding on the ground, she went through his pocket to find cash and then ran away. In court, Victoria said bad things about Shelby, and Shelby was found guilty. The judge didn't miss a beat when Victoria passed out. The sentence was still being read. Even when she understood that passing out wasn't going to help with the judge, she kept going. Shelby turned the music up loud and sang Believe. In court, the judge didn't like how she was acting, and when her family joined in, they were quickly let out. Shelby was given a third 30-year prison term. She wrote a book called Hell Hath No Fury, Like a Woman Scourged. When Ryan Poston set up a date with Ohio's newest beauty queen, he had no idea what would happen. She is charged with second-degree murder, and her name is Shayna Hoovers. At first, it was just a playful message. In March 2011, Poston, who was 28 at the time, saw a picture of a cute brunette in a bikini and fell in love. Ryan asked her to be his friend because he liked the picture. Shannon Hoovers, who is 19 years old, said yes, and they started to talk right away. After meeting, they started going out together. Ryan stopped being interested in Shayna later, but she wouldn't let go. Things got so bad that Shayna would send him almost 50 texts every day. Scene and Shanna's friends knew things were bad between them because Shanna would visit Ryan at home and ask his friends if they thought she was more beautiful than his ex. That looked like the worst of it, but on October 12, 2012, Janet called 911. "One Sam, how did you kill your boyfriend to protect yourself?" "Oh no, she just shot Ryan to protect herself." Shayna went on a long, angry rant after she was arrested. "It happened at the worst possible time and place for me. She did what everyone would do when they saw Ryan in pain. They did what they thought was right." Even though he was already dead, he was in a lot of pain. I killed him with enough time to spare him. That's another reason she shot him. It was late at night when the cops left Sheena alone in the questioning room. She was sure she had done everything she needed to do to get home. She decided to sing and dance, and while she was there, she even made it on mission. She snapped her fingers and asked out loud what was going to happen. It was hard for him to support Shayna, and the fact that the prosecution came up with a good reason didn't help. Ryan had a date with a Miss Ohio that night. Ashley looked at Ryan's Facebook and saw the messages they sent to each other. This made her very mad. A friend of hers also said that the week before, a weird text from Shayna had tricked her. She broke down in tears when she heard this. She was found guilty and will spend the rest of her life in jail. The police questioning rooms see all kinds of crazy people when Shiny Huber sings and moves or when Jodi Arias does a headstand. But Jodi had a lot more upper arms. He was killed in September 2006, and Jodi Arias is being charged with his death. Even though Travis lived in Mesa, Arizona, and Jodi lived in New York, they hit it off right away when they met at a work event in Las Vegas. The Palm Desert in Nevada, after being together for 2 months, love grew, and at first, the relationship looked safe. Like Travis, Jodi became a Mormonism. Travis told his friends in writing how great Jodi was, but they didn't agree. Jodi listened in on his calls, emails, and social media accounts. She even got emails between Alexander and other women, and sent them to herself. Travis quickly broke up with Jodi, and she fought back by. Travis's friends who were trying to get in touch with him showed up at his house on June 8, 2008, and saw large pools of blood in the hallway leading to the master bedroom and shower, where Alexander's body was found. Travis had been damaging his tires, hacking into Facebook, and bothering the new women he was seeing. They called the police. What took place? Do you understand? We don't know though. Everyone has been wondering about him for a few days now. When the cops got there, they saw. The washer has a smart camera in it. It was possible to recover shots of Jodi and Travis in the shower that had been erased. Travis was very bloody on the floor and his handprint was on the bathroom wall in the last shot. The death was linked to Jodi because DNA from her was found in the hallway. The quick gymnastics lesson was just one of many crazy parts of her interview. Travis died after being stabbed and shot in the head almost 30 times. Most of the suspects get here before their trials, and their throats were cut. Jodi talked to a lot of people and made sure she always had a camera ready for the trial. Before she got glasses, Jodi was a pretty blonde girl, but now she wants to look like the plump girl next door. She also changed her story from seeing a murder happen to killing Travis to protect herself. The jurors didn't all agree on it. Jodi cried when she was found guilty, but everyone else cheered. Jodi was in danger of being put to death when she talked about her plan to change how jails work. She got life in prison instead.